Hello everybody, SomeoneGamer12 here. Today I'm going to make my ranking list of every single NASCAR Cup Series throwback that's going to run on the Goodyear 400 this weekend. And after what I saw from all the paint schemes, in today's video I'm going to rank everyone on my favorite, okay? So let's get started. Starting off with Austin Cindric's number 2 throwback for Dale Earnhardt Sr. before he went to the number 3 days. I actually have to say that I like this paint scheme, but the sponsor, it might have to get a little change for like an old font or something. But still though, I actually like the paint scheme. Even the number font actually suited really good with the car. So for this one, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. It actually deserves a good note like this. Okay? Here we have another throwback paint scheme for Noah Gragson, which I don't know exactly which driver this paint scheme belongs to. I never saw this driver before, so of course this lets me like undoubtedly. So I gotta leave this as an unknown ranking due to I don't know which paint scheme this car belongs, okay? If you guys know which scheme this car belongs, tell me in the comments. Here we have another throwback from Kyle Larson to Terry Labonte, again with the Kellogg's paint scheme, but this time with the Tiger scheme. I have to say, just like the same one he ran on the past year or in 2023, I have to admit this paint scheme look amazing. I actually love it how the Kellogg's logo font suited with the Hendrick Cars logo. I have to say, this paint scheme and the other one he used both fit really good. So I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. It deserves this note. I don't have to explain anything. Literally. Who the hell made this? This is a throwback for Chase Elliott to I don't remember the driver name. But let's be honest. Who the heck will call this a throwback? The number 4 haven't changed. Neither the sponsor, and the colors aren't even matched with the original car. Seriously, Chase, you need to have a good note. So fortunately, I'm gonna give it a 0.5 out of 10. Because seriously, you need to have a better taste on throwback paint schemes, Chase. Come on. Here we have another throwback from Ty Dillon, I guess. I also don't know which paint scheme this car belongs, so I'm gonna give this another rating because I also don't know which scheme this car belongs. You might think Denny Hamlin actually took a little bit too far, but no, he didn't. This right here is a throwback for Carl Edwards on his Office Depot days. I have to say, seeing this paint scheme with the Sports Clips logo and the exact same decal, I actually have to say that this thing actually is really good for this car. Also though, Carl Edwards is actually going to make the qualifying and the practice round for Kyle Larson while he's going to race the Indy 500. I don't know exactly in which race, but I bet he's gonna see this car somewhere on the race. So I'm gonna give this one another 9 out of 10 because it looked really good. Over here we have a throwback for Ryan Blaney to his father with this car sponsored by avocados or something. We can already see that the colors on the middle have been different because from the different shade of green there's a shade of blue. But still though, the number actually suited really good, and I think there wasn't any reason to change the Manors logo on the car as well. But yeah, the paint scheme looks amazing. So I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10. It deserves a good note too. Over here we have a throwback for Christopher Bell with a dirt car. I know this is not something usual you see on a NASCAR Cup car, but I think over here they actually scored a cake. Using the classic D-Wall logo and changing the number font to look like more like a dirt vehicle, I have to say it looked really good on my personal taste. So I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 too. 8 out of 10. When I saw this paint scheme, I instantly fell in love. Here we have Josh Berry throwback for an old Lotus F1 car. Seriously, I never expected a green tone like this suited really good on a NASCAR car. Even the one I'm actually using as my character. But it actually did. Even though seeing that's WR or Woodward Brothers Racing powered by Ford actually makes me get this paint scheme as a die cast for the rest of my life. So for this one, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Seriously, this paint scheme is amazing. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. You guys can hate me all you want, but I actually like this one. I throw back to Joey Logano to Cole Yarbrough, using the classic Pennzoil logo and changing the number font to the classic 22. You guys can hate me all you guys want, but I actually dig this one. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. When I saw this car, a tear fell from my eyes. Because seriously, look at this beauty. In case you guys don't know, this is a throwback for William Byron's for the last car that Jeff Gordon ran after the 2015 season when he retired. And man, seeing this car with this paint scheme, it actually makes me to cry. So I'm gonna give this 100 out of 10. Because seriously, it's beautiful. Just beautiful. Over here we have a throwback for Todd Gillen of Roe de Bush. I don't know exactly which paint scheme this driver belonged to, so I'm gonna give it an unknown route. Here we have a Long John Silver throwback for Zane Smith. I also don't know exactly which driver this paint scheme belonged, or this is the actual sponsor, so I'm gonna give it another unknown route. Over here we got a Cole Custer throwback from the Haas, which I also don't know which belongs to. Yeah, another unknown route. I don't need to explain anything about this. I don't need to explain everything. This paint scheme is goated. Eric Jones making a throwback for the Legacy Motor Club's leader Richard Petty on his good old STP days. I need to admit, the advent health on this car looks really good. It will look even better with the original STP logo, but let's be honest, this paint scheme is cool. I'm gonna give it another 10 out of 10. Unpopular opinion. I think, at least for Darlington, Bowman and Jimmy Johnson needs to swap cars. At least for this race. Because, again, Alex Bowman is making another throwback for Jimmy Johnson. But this time, on the Lowe's car from 2011. With the dark and white color. I'm gonna give this one another 10 out of 10. It may look simple, but it's still very nostalgic. And last but not least, we got a last throwback paint scheme by Daniel Suarez running again a Quaker State car. For you, I don't know if that counts like 100% as a throwback, but for this video I'm gonna count it. It's not the very first time Daniel Suarez drove a Quaker State Cup car, but it's still really good, so I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 because it looked really good. Well, the top winner of this ranking is the 24 car. The 24 car actually won this ranking, okay? Tell me your opinion in the comments, what you think about those paint schemes, and I'll let you guys notice. This is Someone with 12 signing out. See you later, and bye bye.